Hello friends, I have filmed this video once, but I was literally editing it and I was like, this is the most boring video I've ever filmed. Like, I'm so monotone in it. So we're gonna just restart, wet hair and all, crazy freaking baby with me. We're just gonna do it, okay? Mommy's filming another video today. Today we're gonna be talking about baby led weaning 101. Basics, the rundown, everything you need to know. I'm gonna do a couple parts to this. Just kind of going through everything. I'm gonna take you guys along with me on making meals throughout the week next week. Going through different sizes of things and such. I will also link below my favorite Facebook group for baby led weaning, which a lot of my research has come from, and as well as the Solid Starts Instagram. The Solid Starts Instagram is amazing. If you guys are not following them, you need to. They give free advice. They also have advice that you can pay for on their website. It's a whole team of doctors and parents and things. It's great. I love it. No, leave it there. Okay, so for those who do not know what baby led weaning is, and you're like, what in the hell are these people talking about? Baby led weaning is basically when you just go straight to solids. You don't do any purees or anything like that. All right, so the first benefit is family meal times. You're all sitting down together and eating dinner together, which family meal times, there's so many research on how good it is for kids and families to just all sit down and eat dinner together. Baby-led weaning encourages healthier food choices for mainly baby, but also like in our household, it has encouraged us to be a lot healthier too in the things that we're eating. We always have fresh fruit in the fridge, veggies for dinner, all that fun stuff. So it's really helped us to kind of get back into the healthier side of things because we could all be a little bit healthier. One of the biggest things about baby-led weaning that I think is a benefit is they're being taught to decide, they're being taught independence, and they're being taught choice. So those are, they all kind of tie together, but it's a great way to start teaching them those things. Baby-led weaning will also help teach babies what's chewable versus what's not chewable a little bit quicker. So like if you're switching from purees, it's going to take them a long time to get rid of that like thrust reflex and things like that, as well as kind of learn like I don't have to chew yogurt, I can just swallow it, things like that. It is also cheaper to do baby-led weaning. You're not having to buy cans of food or like jars of food or whatever, or buying fruits and veggies to end up buying a blender to blend all the foods up and things like that. So it definitely is a lot cheaper. Most of the time you make dinner anyway and you're gonna have leftovers, so you may have to, if you love the leftovers, double up on what you're making, which still comes out to be cheaper than buying all special food for the baby. Saving you time. This one's huge. I am a go person. I need all the time in the world that I can get. If you're sitting there having to feed the baby, then you're wasting more time out of your day that you could be doing something like picking up the living room, for example. This way the babies are feeding themselves same time you are, everybody's done at the same time. Some things that people don't like about baby-led weaning is the mess. It can get pretty messy, but there are ways to kind of prevent the mess with bibs, placemats, just different things. I don't really mind the mess. I think they're gonna make a mess eventually with food, so why not just start now and get used to it. People think that babies waste a lot of food, but that also might be when you're first starting out. You don't know how much to give the baby, so I can kind of see where the food waste comes along. We kind of know what all she's gonna eat. If it's a new meal, we might waste something, but it's fine. Other people's worries and comments. This one is huge. I cannot tell you how many people are like, oh my God, why would you feed that? It's not safe, blah, 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 blah. Baby-led weaning is approved. Many doctors. I can't even begin to fathom all of the comments that I received baby-led weaning, and people just aren't comfortable with it. But honestly, it's not scary. Do not be scared of baby-led weaning. It is amazing. You need to meet specific qualifications to be able to do baby-led weaning, so I'm gonna go through those. Your baby must be 6 months of age or older. We started at 5 months, but she was more than ready, and we talked to her pediatrician. Babies should be able to sit with little to no support, and babies should show interest in solid foods, and that kind of just goes like when you're eating, they're just kind of grabbing the food off your plate and such. Baby needs to lose the reflex that they like kind of just spit things back out as the tongue reflex. My goodness, I cannot talk. And your baby should be able to pick up objects and accurately bring them to the mouth. Again, she was more than ready at 5 months. If you want to talk to your pediatrician, there is a tricky part that kind of goes back to other people's comments is there are some pediatricians out there who do not like baby led weaning. They don't ever say why. I think it's just because, again, they're not educated. Baby led weaning is something you have to be super duper educated on in order to understand and realize how good it is. It is important to know that if your baby was premature or has a developmental disability, definitely talk with your pediatrician about it because they may not even be ready for purees. I don't even know why I'm saying that. They just might not be ready for food. Now we're going to talk about juice, water, and milk. Babies under the age of 1 should not have any juice. They can have up to 6 ounces of water a day. They necessarily will not drink that. Denver has a sippy cup that kind of lasts for 2 to 3 days, roughly, for water. I just set that water on top of her chair. A lot of people like to start using cups with babies. We did not. We just use sippy cups and things like that to kind of get her used to it. If your child is above the age of 1 to 3, there should be no more than 4 ounces of juice a day. So again, water with meal times, but otherwise their formula or breast milk should always be their number 1 priority of nutrition. So they recommend that you give them a bottle 60 to 30 minutes before a meal. Just to ensure that the bottle is making them more full than food will. Sizes. Now this one's huge. I'm going to be going through this in my next video more, but I'm just going to go through the basics because this is the basics video. Food for beginners should be cut into finger shapes. So if you're like, I don't know how to serve this, finger shape. When babies first start, this is something that on the Solid Starts page they explain a lot better than I probably ever will. So basically when your child is first starting out, they're literally just going to suck on it and get enough nutrients out of whatever you're cooking them just by sucking on it. They're not really even going to eat it. They're going to slowly start chewing and chewing. And then as a certain age point comes on, then you start cutting into smaller sizes because they're actually eating it. Noodles are all fine. You do not. And it is. It's actually the next day. I don't even remember where I left off in this video. Someone decided to start having a breakdown. Oh God, here she comes. Luckily I left it up on my computer, so we can just jump right back into this video. We're now going to jump into what can your baby eat. So, this question's always funny to me because I get asked a lot. They're like, well, she can't eat everything. Yes, she can. She can eat everything. Sorry, this curtain's in my way. Your baby can eat everything. Meats, God, I gotta read this off because I just literally woke up and I'm trying to finish this. All meats, eggs, seafood, all of that sort, they have to be cooked fully through. So obviously they can't have like sushi or like rare cooked meats. They should have them more on the medium side if it's a steak or something. But otherwise, well done for everything. Okay, and then as of 12/3/18, the CDC advises against consumption of raw flour for both children and adults due to risk of foodborne illness. So like raw cookie dough, edible paints and Play-Dohs. Kids should not eat those, which I mean, that's kind of, we already knew that. So, and then cheese and other dairy products should be pasteurized for children under the age of 5. That's not really hard to find anymore. Most of them are pasteurized. This one is huge. I need you to listen to this because this is in a lot of things and you do not realize it. That's why when you do baby led weaning, you have to read the ingredients on everything. Babies under the age of 1 cannot, and I mean cannot, have honey. Syrup has honey in it. If it's 100% maple syrup, you can get it, but it's expensive, so we just do without syrup. Corn dogs have honey in them, like the breading of it. Lots of things with the breading have honey in them. So just super duper watch things. Make sure there's no honey in it because their stomachs cannot digest honey at all. So make sure you're reading the ingredients. You should be anyways, but processed foods, added salt, added sugar should be avoided whenever possible. They actually make a lot of canned fruits that say no sugar added. If you're not going to be like a fresh fruit person, canned fruit is totally fine. They do make some that have no added sugar to them. Okay. And then as well as the vegetables, they have some with no added salt. Our Fairway actually has little cups of vegetables because Nick and I aren't really big vegetable people. We'll eat them every once in a while, but like, especially for her, because I want her to have veggies with every single meal at dinner time, they're perfect little cups and you can take them places. They are great. But the highly processed foods, again, we're just going to watch that sodium. So the sodium level in the foods. This one is huge if you're like buying freezer stuff like potato, like French fries, meals, such and things like that. Obviously a high one is like 800, a medium one's like 400, and a low one's like 100. I believe that's what the chart says. I can't find it now. I thought I had it up, but apparently I don't. And then kind of like when you're pregnant, use caution with fish and the levels of mercury in it. Basically what I like to say if you're starting baby-led weaning to kind of put it into just perspective, you're gonna have to go on like a pregnancy diet, as they say, because there are certain foods that you're not supposed to eat while you're pregnant. Same thing for baby. Okay, choking versus gagging. I have this great chart right here that you guys can pause this and screenshot it. I need you to turn this up because there is a huge difference between choking and gagging. Choking is silent and blue. Gagging, they're gonna spit their tongue out. They can still make noise, blah blah blah. But a lot of people, they'd be like, oh my god, she's choking. She's just gagging. Do not touch your child while they are gagging. Let them figure it out, because if you're touching them, it's gonna make things worse. So just leave them alone. They are choking if they turn blue. Gagging, they will be purple. Okay. This chart is great for everybody to just kind of read. Tips and stuff to prevent choking. They're kind of just self-explanatory. But one thing I do want you guys to remember is that a child's windpipe is approximately the size of a straw. So kind of keep that in mind when you're doing the foods. We kind of already talked, I believe we talked about formula, breast milk. They should be the first nutrients. If you are cooking, absolutely, it's totally fine. Please try to use whole milk if you can. It's a little bit better for their bellies. Okay, now let's kind of talk about food allergens, because a lot of people are like, you can't give them this, you can't give that. Literally the only thing a child cannot have is honey under the age of 1. And you can literally be allergic to anything, but the most common are peanuts, tree nuts, eggs, milk products like yogurt and cheese, wheat, soy, seafood, and sesame. So I have given her peanut butter in just little small amounts. The other thing with baby-led weaning is it's kind of helping with allergens as well, because you're just giving them things that could potentially gonna help strengthen them, because actually you kind of produce allergens unless it's like in your gene pool. So don't be afraid to give them things. If you know someone that is allergic in your family, give them a super tiny amount. Have an EpiPen ready, or just really watch them. So that was baby-led weaning 101. I'm hoping that this video is way more exciting than the other one. I already started filming the part 2 of this. I'm going to show you guys different ways to cut foods and such. Again, below is my favorite Facebook group for baby-led weaning, as well as the Solid Starts Instagram page. Any question that you have, you can ask both. The Solid Starts page, they actually have like 100 food like meal planning for you, how to cook different things. They do have like free access to things, but you can pay. I think with this next baby, I'm going to pay for it because I want a little bit more exposure to food, and it'll be good for both of them. But yeah, that is it that I have for 101. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions ever about baby-led weaning, feel free to DM me, comment down below, and all of that fun stuff. My hand is purple. Brightening up, so I am going to clean the house, and then we're gonna sit down and do Denver's 10-month update video and her pictures. You get your picture taken today. So, all right, she's coming to say hi. You say hi. Say hi. Hi, guys. Say bye-bye. Oh, good kid. All right, goodbye, guys. The best part about baby-led weaning is you can go ahead and... Ma'am, what is your problem? You just want to be center of attention, don't you? Oh, you threw up all over me. You little shit. She just used... What did you do to my laptop? Denver, you're killing me, child. But